When you see Red Dead Online players grinding, they really seem to vary in methods. They're just wanting to gain cash, gold, and XP as quickly and efficiently as possible. So in this video, we're going to be going through what I think is the best way to grind efficiently in Red Dead Online. It's worth noting that this is general grinding methods for cash, gold, and XP, not just going into something specific. I've tried to make this as flexible as possible so that you can actually do the type of missions that you enjoy while still making the most cash, gold, and XP possible. But before we do get into all of that, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any content just like this. So, getting back into the video. Before we get into the main grinding method, let's actually look at one for beginners. If you've literally just started out in Red Dead Online, then you want to go through the Land of Opportunity missions, which are the main story missions in Red Dead Online. Then you'll also want to be doing the blood money missions, the telegrams, and some daily challenges on the side. This is simply because to be able to play through all of this won't require any upfront payments of gold. So you want to just keep playing through this until you reach 15 gold bars. It's likely by the time you've finished all of the Land of Opportunity missions, you'll be pretty close to that anyway. So once you have 15 gold bars, you want to go ahead and purchase the standard bounty hunter license. I'm not really going to go into details why you should get this role first. A link to a video where I go through all of that can be found in the description. But the basics of it is that it's the only role in Red Dead Online that will earn you gold as well as cash and XP. So once you have the bounty hunter role, you'll just want to keep going through bounty hunter missions. This could be legendary bounties or just some standard bounty missions. That part's really up to you. And you'll want to keep doing that until you have 25 gold bars, or if there's a discount on the moonshine role at that point in time, whatever the price is at that moment. So once you have enough gold for the moonshine role, you'll want to then go ahead and purchase the moonshine shack. Then once you have the moonshine shack, you'll want to go through the moonshine story missions called A Life of Shine. Just like the bounty hunter role, I do have a video where I go through everything about the moonshine role, and a link to that can also be found in the description below. So you'll just want to keep going through the moonshine role and the bounty hunter role until you hit 15 gold bars again. And once you have 15 gold bars, you should be getting to a pretty decent level on both the bounty hunter and moonshine role. And then you'll want to purchase either the collector or trader role. Personally, I would recommend the collector role since it is the best role for XP and will earn you good cash as well. But if you're really into hunting in Red Dead Online, then it probably makes sense to go with the trader role. So now you should have the bounty hunter role, the collector or trader role, and the moonshine role. So you're pretty much ready to start this grinding method. So we're going to start from a point where you've just loaded onto Red Dead Online. So first things first, you're going to want to go and create some moonshine. Hopefully you have got the upgrades, but if you don't, just create the best moonshine that you possibly can. Once you've done that, you're going to want to go through bounties, but not legendary bounties since moonshine will not cook in those legendary bounties. Try and do 3-tier bounties which will have $3 signs on them if you have them unlocked, and you unlock them by being a certain level in the bounty hunter role. Cooking moonshine will take about 1 hour, and in that time you could do quite a few bounty missions and also some daily challenges inside of those bounty missions. Once that moonshine's cooked, you're going to want to sell that moonshine to an available buyer, and then you're going to want to repeat that. And you want to keep repeating that until you have all of the roles in Red Dead Online. It's worth noting that you really should buy the prestigious bounty hunter role last, but that really is a topic for another video. So you might be thinking that I said this was a flexible grinding method, and it is, and this is why. You don't have to do bounty hunter missions. You could just start cooking your moonshine and even sit there idle. That's still making you some good cash. That'll be at least $200 an hour, providing that you are a high level in the moonshine role and sell it to an active buyer. But in that time that the moonshine is cooking, you could work on your trade role, your collector role, do some blood money missions, or even hop into some free roam events. It really depends on what you want to earn the most. So that is a general grinding method of cooking up some moonshine and then going into some bounty hunter missions or something of your choice, or even just going idle. That's what I would consider a flexible grinding method that would work for most players. So for most people, that really is the grinding method that I recommend. But let's say you're not interested in earning cash and XP. Let's say you just want to focus on earning gold efficiently. So there is a different grinding method I would recommend for that. So if you are just looking at earning gold, I would still cook some moonshine since it really doesn't take long. It's only going to take up about 10 minutes, an hour to go through the moonshine roll. I would then be doing the bounty hunter missions and daily challenges where it's possible. However, this really could differ if there are bonuses on, say, call to arms for that month. If there's 3 times or maybe 2 times bonuses on call to arms, it could be worth doing that instead, especially if you're pretty confident in them, because you'll be able to get to wave 10 and earn about 3 gold bars in 40 minutes, which is really good. But we are just going to go off the basis that there aren't any bonuses on call to arms, so then I recommend doing bounty hunter and daily challenges on the side. It is worth noting that for all of the grinding methods, I do recommend doing daily challenges at least within a roll, just because it will earn you just that little bit more gold. If you would like a video going in depth on daily challenges, a link to that can be found in the description. So now let's look at cash. Let's say you're not interested in earning gold or XP. So this is the grinding method I would recommend specifically for cash. Just like the others, I would still cook up that moonshine. I really do think that that is worth the $200 an hour. And then whilst that moonshine is cooking, I would then work on filling up the trader supplies. The trader roll will take about 3 hours to cook up, plus the resupply missions. But if you are doing that on the side, it would be in between 3 different moonshine cells. And if you do complete 3 moonshine cells and then a trader cell, you're looking at about $1,300. Then, since your trader roll won't always need filling up, it's worth doing a few bounty hunter missions on the side. But just make sure these are free roam bounties, so then your moonshine and trader will cook up as well. So now let's have a look at a grinding method specifically for XP, not looking at gold or cash. When it comes to XP, there is one roll that is best for this, and that's the collector roll. So just like the others, I would cook up some moonshine on the side and then just go straight into collecting. Make sure you're using the Jean Rope map, and a link to that will be in the description, and this will just make it nice and efficient, and you'll be able to go through those collector sets quickly. You'll be earning thousands of XP from this, and maybe even more if there is a bonus on the collector roll. So this simply is just the best way to earn XP in Red Dead Online, so this is the grinding method I would recommend for that. Just the moonshine and collector roll. Lastly, I didn't really have to include this, but for capitale, you just want to be going through the moonshine roll and then some blood money missions. So if you are going through a crime, your moonshine will still cook up on the side. So this is probably the best way to earn capitale and just a bit of cash and XP on the side of that as well. Then it's also worth trying to do some daily challenges through this as well. But please do just bear in mind that if you're on an opportunity mission, your moonshine won't cook up, so it's only in the crime missions where it will. But obviously for capitale, the only option is the blood money missions. Throughout all of these grinding methods, one thing to note is that in a call to arms, which a lot of people enjoy in Red Dead Online, your moonshine or trader won't actually cook up in a call to arms. But if there is a 3 times or 2 times bonus on call to arms, it's still worth going through anyway. So that does just about wrap up things here. Hopefully now you know the best grinding method for you to focus on when you're playing Red Dead Online. Be sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss any content like this in the future. And comment down below if you have any content ideas for the future. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.